In this video, I'm going to tell you 3 things that you can do to help you prepare when you have to have a child support hearing against a narcissist. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Nasheia Smith, and by day, I am a family and estate planning attorney, but I'm also an author. I wrote a book last year called The 12 Laws of Godly Success. I'm a life coach, a minister, and I love to help people obtain justice, and I also love people to help people get closer to God. So that's who I am. Now, in my last video, there was a comment from a community member in the comment section that asked, well, what do you do when the narcissist is lying in a child support hearing and they're lying on a financial affidavit? What do you do? And my response to that question is, it's much better to be proactive than reactive, right? Because we talk a lot about you cannot stop the narcissist from lying. They're going to lie. So it's better to be proactive versus reactive. If you find yourself having the same issue or the same fear, knowing that you are having a hearing against a narcissist soon, then this video is going to be for you. But first, I do have a disclaimer, okay? So you want to make sure that you contact an attorney in your jurisdiction to get legal advice. This channel is not for legal advice. This is just legal information, and it's to help encourage and inspire and educate, but it's not legal advice, meaning advice for your personalized situation. So I would recommend that you get some legal advice in your jurisdiction, and that is my disclaimer. Okay, so now to the 3 things that you can do, which all relate to the discovery process. Okay, so we're going to run through this. If you want to know more, you want to learn more, then hit the like button and let me know in the comment section, because I'm trying to stay within a certain time frame, not to bore you. Okay, all right, so number 1, you can do what's called a request for production of documents. So basically, I'm an attorney licensed in Maryland. So in Maryland, we have these different tools that we can use to get certain documents and information. One of the tools is called a request for production of documents. So basically, it's a request that we send to the opposing counsel or the opposing party, and we're requesting documents that are relevant to our case. So for a child support case, the documents that you would probably request are what? Bank statements, W-2s, tax returns, any documents that would show this person's financial situation. So that is the one tool that we use. It's called a request for production of documents. Again, talk to an attorney in your jurisdiction to see, maybe yours may have a different name, but that is one tool that you can use. Number 2, interrogatories. So in Maryland, the maximum number of interrogatories that you can ask is 30. Basically, interrogatories is a fancy legal word for questions that you can ask the other side to get information from them to help you with your case in chief. Going back to child support, what are some questions that may be relevant to that? Well, you may ask a question such as, please state your employment. Please state how much you make, whether it's salary or hourly. Please state how much money you've made in the past 3 years. And the theory is that they're supposed to answer these questions truthfully. But again, we know that narcissists lie, which leads me to the 3rd tool, which may be the best tool, if I can be completely honest, especially when we're talking about a narcissist, which are subpoenas. So who can you subpoena? Well, you can subpoena their employer, their HR department, a leasing office. If they have an apartment or if they're leasing a house, you can send a subpoena to the leasing office to get a copy of their application, because you have to what? Put down your income. So that's another way that you can kind of get that information. Also, bank statements. You can send a subpoena directly to their bank. So those are just 3 things that you can do to get that information that you may need, or that you will need, especially for a child support case, when you find yourself going to court against a narcissist. Now, it gets a little tricky if the person works for themselves. So if they are a business owner, that's a whole different ball game. But if you are interested in seeing a video where I talk more about that, share my thoughts, being a family attorney, what I would do if I had to represent a client who was going to court against a narcissist and they are a self-employed person, let me know by hitting the like button, and you can also let me know in the comment section down below. So quick recap, and then we're going to get out of here for the sake of time, okay? Wish I could stay all day, because if you can't tell, I love to talk. But I'm learning how to stay on track. So we're going to wrap up on time today. So quick recap. Number 1, the request for production of documents. Number 2, request for interrogatories. And number 3, the subpoena. So now that you know these 3 things that you can do to help you prepare for a child support case against a narcissist, if you would like to know more, I'm sorry, y'all, my notes are all over the place here. You can read. Okay, now that you know these 3 things, these 3 tools that you can use to help prepare against a narcissist for a child support case, that can hopefully reduce some of the stress and anxiety that comes with representing yourself against a narcissist in court, because we know that's stressful. It's anxiety inducing. So these tips, again, we're trying to be proactive and not reactive. So hopefully this helps. If you found this video to be helpful, please let me know and the algorithm know by hitting the like button. Also, please feel free to comment down below any other ideas for videos that will be helpful. Please put them in the comment section. And before I leave, because I have 30 seconds left on the clock, but I want to make sure I say this, I want you to remember that you are not in this journey alone. You do have support. You do have help. I know sometimes it can feel scary, but you don't have to do this alone. Let me hold your hand and walk with you. And until next time, be blessed and stay blessed on purpose. Take care. Bye-bye.